You know what I mean? Let's get it, my dog Ree, let's go. Yeah, I'm 9 from Jane and Falstaff, man. We here, let's get it.
Running through your complex since I was a little kid. We some demons, we do hits, blowing off a nigga shit.
Who is 9? Describe 9.
9. Shit. A hood superstar, man. Jane and Falstaff superstar who raps. I'm just gonna call myself an artist, you know what I mean? So yeah, it's pretty much sums it up.
Okay. My first question, bro. How come you haven't dropped in like what, 2 years?
Yo, shit, it's been a lot of legal trouble that I've been having, you know? I've been going through a lot of cases, back to back to back, you know what I mean? So it wasn't good, but I'm here now, right?
You're ready to get active.
I'm ready to get active, man. I'm ready to get active. Let's get it.
Sick. That's
Fuck it, I'm taking a shot right now. Let's get it.
I've been waiting, bro. I swear to God.
I'm just having a bottle in my hand, like.
We need 9 back on the scene, bro.
I'm back, bro. I'm back, live.
How do you feel about the Toronto rap scene right now?
I do see a lot of good artists, but as far as we had a better run. You know what I mean? Toronto as a whole, we had a better run. But I do see a lot of good artists that I like, and you know, but it's kind of dead.
What do you mean we had a better run? Like before?
Like 2000, let's say 20, from 2018 to 20, even 2021, 2022, like it was a lot better. Like, you know what I mean? It kind of died down, but there's still a lot of good artists, and you know what I mean? We can get back to it for sure.
Yeah, why do you think it died down?
Maybe because there wasn't a lot of people who are really working together. The city, at the end of the day, the city is a hateful city. You know what I mean? And if you don't show each other love, then it's gonna die down whether you like it or not. Like, you know, that's just how it is. You gotta show each other love and all promote each other, and you know what I mean? Then, but as far as doing that, the city doesn't really do that. And there's not a lot of real consistency in the city now. You know what I mean? And the music itself, I feel like the music itself has gotten a lot worse. You know what I mean? I'm just being straight up. The music itself is fucking terrible now.
Oh, shit.
Like,
shots fired.
Shots fired, but it's the truth, the reality. You know what I mean? The music itself, a lot worse.
So you're about to come back on the scene soon?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you feel like there's competition?
Competition, yeah. Yeah, I would say there's competition, but like nothing I can handle. But you know, I feel like me personally is a very talented person, so I don't feel like anything would get in my way too much. As far as me getting blackballed, which it has happened, you know, but I don't think anything's getting in my way for sure. You know?
Why would you be blackballed?
Shit, man. A lot of people just don't like me and who I am, or they might not like my area, you know what I mean? So just based off of that, blackballed, you know what I mean? Just off of that.
I swear, like your area, Falstaff, does it have a lot of beef with other areas and shit?
Like, yeah, I would say there's a lot of people that don't like us, you know? I don't take them serious, but I just keep my music as music, you know?
So describe your music, or like the type of music you plan on dropping soon.
Shit, I'm honestly trying to show my versatility. So I'm gonna be dropping a little stuff with some auto-tune maybe, you know what I mean? Show my real rap. And every time I drop my song, you guys will hear my pain in my music. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm saying the real, like there's no rap cap in my rap, like, you know what I mean? So you will be hearing the real for sure. And people could relate.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I make very relatable music. I don't rap about shit that I don't have.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Or like, I'm not that type of
weird.
person.
Like, what's the point of that?
I'm not rapping about a Lamborghini that I don't have. Like, you know what I mean? I'm still in the trenches, bro. Like, like, come on. Like, you know what I mean?
I feel like that's where a lot of Toronto rappers go wrong, honestly. It's like, it's not relatable. You know what I mean?
It's not relatable.
No.
And if you can't relate to your audience, the people are not going to listen.
Right.
Unless you are living that life and showing some type of life, and they're not doing that. You know what I mean? And people are not going to listen. Like, yo, you're just talking to talk. Like, you know what I mean? Nothing you're saying is real. Nothing you're saying is like, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, yo, do you plan on taking rap like serious, or is it more fun to you? Like, what? How do you view it?
At first, it was little just, I just want to talk my shit, you know, at first, but I realized I actually had some type of talent. People were telling me like, yo, you should take it serious, and I had to have a little sit down with myself and realize like, yeah, like honestly, I should take it serious, like, cause I'm actually pretty good at it, you know, and I can still get better for sure, like, so yeah.
Facts. So you want to actually like make money and take it serious like a business.
Yeah, exactly. Have my little team. Nobody does it by themselves, right?
Of course.
So I'm gonna have my little team, my management team or whatever, and then we'll start taking it from there. Starting with you, my brother.
Come on, man.
You know, so.
I don't think they're ready, bro.
They're not, man. Ever since a kid too high, you know what I mean? They're like, yo, you gotta keep doing it with Reed.
Yeah, if you haven't seen those videos, anyone watching, go check that shit.
Yeah, for sure.
How many tracks do you have out?
My first track I ever dropped would be Problems. And that was with my homie Elo, Free Up. Hope he beats his case soon, hopefully. Then I dropped my first single. After that, it would be It's Life. After that, I had a break. I was going through some certain things, you know. So after that, my first single after It's Life was With You Since a Kid. And then that's when I was starting to take it a little more serious, and you know. So I dropped Since a Kid. I dropped Too High for This after, probably a couple months after. And then after that, I then started to run into my legal problems, you know.
And both those videos we did are sitting at like what, 200K views roughly or some shit?
Yeah, I'll say Since a Kid's almost at $250,000, and Too High for This over 150 maybe, you know. I never seen it in a while, but
it's pretty good for someone who's not like fully consistent.
Right? You know what I mean?
Facts.
Then I've been on house arrest. I dropped the little EP, you know. It wasn't, I'll be honest with you, it wasn't my super like best work, but I'm on house arrest and I had to give some the fans like, you know, a little something till I'm actually back for real, like, you know. Right. So I dropped a couple bangers on there, like, so y'all go take it in, Takeover Season.
Yeah, go check that out. What's it called?
Takeover Season. Yeah.
And yo, so how'd you start rapping?
Shit, man. My homie Elo, he basically got me on a hype still. Like, that's just what it is. My homie Elo got me on a hype, you know? I made my first song in the studio, and it was completely dog shit. Nobody will ever hear that, but you know what I mean? Nobody will ever hear that, but okay. Yeah. It was dog shit, but you know, at the time, when we were listening to it, it was like, oh, okay, you know what I mean? Like, oh,
but now you look back.
Yeah, now I look back at it and see what I made and compare it to that, forget about it. Yeah. Like, you know what I mean?
So, yo, for those who don't know, who's Elo?
Elo is a Toronto artist from Jane Falstaff, my area too. He's currently fighting a case right now, so. But definitely that guy right there, he's one of the reasons of who I am today, you know?
Yo, he was big when he was dropping music, no?
Yeah, he was big. People might know him for the song Up T, this girl Up T, you know, he has a couple bangers that everybody knows. Elo's a well-known person, you know, so, yeah.
Hell yeah. So, yo, I wanna learn a little bit about your life now that we touched on the music shit. Like, you grew up in Falstaff?
Yeah, I grew up in Falstaff, born and raised.
What was it like? Like, what was your upbringing like?
I feel like it was like any other hood story, you know what I mean? We were in a low-income environment, you know what I mean? Obviously, we were going through some struggles, you know? And when you go through those things, you're kind of forced on a certain path, you know what I mean? And, you know, I was just trying to figure my way out. You know what I mean? Just like everybody else. You got to figure the way out the hood, so. Yeah, that's pretty much it, like, you know?
Yeah. Well, so, like, what were you into? Like, what type of kid were you?
I wouldn't say I was too bad of a kid. I was a bad kid, but I wasn't too bad of a kid, like. Yeah. But when I say kid, I'm probably talking about, like, 10, 11. Yeah. Because when I was probably, like, 14, 13, and 15, like, all hell got broken loose, you know what I mean? Like, I went through a couple raids in my neighborhood, like, you know, a couple whatever, and then yeah.
Crazy. So high school and shit, what was that like for you?
I went to high school for probably like 2 years, and then I just dropped out, you know. But
You didn't finish?
I didn't even finish, no.
So
I didn't finish, no. Dropped out young, and from there I was just on the block, you know what I mean? Getting my money, hustling, however way I could, you know? And yeah.
Sometimes those type of neighborhoods can change somebody, you know what I mean?
Oh, for sure. Who I am today is because of where I'm from. You know what I mean? I wouldn't be 9. I wouldn't have like, you know, like certain things on my name or resume if I wasn't 9. Like, you know what I mean? Or if I wasn't from Falstaff, my bad. You know? So I feel like that even me being where I'm from and who I am helped my music path and me getting views and certain things. Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Yeah.
Like when you Google Falstaff, bare crazy shit pops up, you know, like
Yeah.
shootings, raids, all this shit.
Yeah.
You ever witness any crazy shit?
Yeah, I seen a lot of crazy shit for sure. A lot of innocents in my area I'll be getting shot, and it's something that's a problem for not just my neighborhood but Toronto metro housing in general.
Yeah, this I've noticed like a rise in that shit in the city. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
you know, it's like innocents be getting shot more than actual members this day, you know what I mean? So that's kind of a problem, and honestly we need to do better as a whole, you know, because I'm pretty sure everybody agree innocence is an idiot thing. Like no matter how you look at it, it's an idiot thing, you know what I mean? And
Crazy.
I feel like we need to stop glorifying the people who are doing the innocent shit, you know what I mean? And being like, oh, like, if we stop as a whole, like, and say, like, okay, that shit's waste, no matter what or who you are, that shit is waste. It wouldn't be glorified, and people might not go shoot the first person they see in any neighborhood, you know what I mean? Yeah.
So you make gangster music, right? Yeah, like, do you ever feel conflicted, like, because you know kids listening to your shit?
As far as kids
Like,
wanting to be something because of what I'm saying,
Yeah.
I tell everybody this: music is just music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I rap about what I've been through in certain things, like, you know what I mean? But even my young boys from my neighborhood, I tell everybody this: it's one thing to, alright, you could have fun in the streets, you know what I mean? And you will have fun in the streets, but at the end of the day, it's not fun. You will have a lot of pain, you will be going through certain things, you know what I mean? And that's just the reality of it. So I let that be known. Like, yeah, the gangster music is good for having fun and jumping up and down, and you know what I mean, but it's not something that you would really want to live, I'll be honest. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, losing friends.
Like, it's not something you want to live.
Have you
know?
lost many friends?
Yeah, I lost some friends, so, you know. RIP my nigga Clutch, Money Mall, Big Mall, you know. Locks, Marquee, yeah.
How do you feel that shit affected you?
Shit, man, I feel like it affected me a lot still, because it opened my eyes to certain things, and, like, you know, it made me, I don't know, I probably went a little crazy for, like, you know, certain times, like.
I don't blame you, bro.
Yeah, like, you know, you see that shit, it's like, it's life-changing at the end of the day, right? You're
all
with
those
somebody.
Guys, was it like gun violence or different shit?
Yeah, all of them was gun violence. All of them was gun violence. Throughout the years, though, right? Not like, you know, but all of them was gun violence. And history just repeats itself. So when I grew up, I kind of realized, like, yo, like, it's going to keep happening. It's going to keep going both ways. You know what I mean? So you just got to know how to maneuver, stay smart.
Do you ever feel paranoid and shit?
Oh, for sure. For sure. I'm a very paranoid person, you know? But I'm a paranoid person, but, like, I still know how to, I'm normal, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'm just on point. I'm just on point.
Yo, it's called paranoia pays.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You gotta be paranoid. You have to be.
To a certain extent,
Yeah, like, you know what I mean? There's a lot of rappers that died in my city, and if I'm trying to be a rapper, you know what I mean? You know, it's something that always happen, right? But you gotta be a paranoid person, no matter what. Especially if you're in certain things, you gotta be paranoid for sure.
When's like the first time you ever got in trouble with the law and shit?
First time was probably around 14, 15, I got my house kicked in Falstaff.
No way.
That was probably my first raid I ever seen in my life. Like,
you were 14 and you got raided.
yeah, I got raided. They were coming for some firearms or some shit, you know? But they never found anything, and I ended up being okay. Like, you know, they never brought me to jail or nothing. They tried to find what they were looking for and ended up leaving, you know? Because they never found nothing.
Crazy.
But,
did a bunch of people get raided at that same time, or was it
nah,
just
that
you?
was just me
Wow.
at the time, you know?
Yeah.
So I don't know. Honestly, I don't even know if anybody snitched on me. That was kind of weird, the whole situation,
Yeah,
you know?
just random.
Yeah, it was kind of random. But that was the first time I've been, like, in a raid. And I'm not gonna lie, at that time, that shit scared the shit out of me. Like, yo, what the fuck? These niggas coming in, bomb, police.
Your
get
parents
on the
must have
floor.
been pissed.
Yeah. That's another thing, right? You don't want to bring all of this shit to your parents' house when you're young, and you know what I mean? Like,
100%.
you don't want to do that. You know what I mean?
Everything I do is for my parents, you know what I mean? Like,
Exactly, you know?
we gotta
So,
honor them, bro.
exactly, you know what I mean? So you gotta, I didn't want to bring all of that, so when I got older, I realized, like, yo, I gotta get out of here, and you know what I mean? Yeah.
And so have you ever done jail time and shit?
Yeah, I did. I was in the South, I was in Lindsay, I was in the Hearst, you know what I mean? So I did some time, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
What's like the longest you had to do?
Probably about 5 months
Okay.
in the Hearst.
And how was
But
that?
the thing is, I've got knocked back to back to back. So the time I'm telling you I've been to the South, Lindsay and the Hearst, it was kind of all like the same time. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
So
yeah, it felt like one. type of-
exactly,
yeah.
you know what I mean? So
All together,
sometime in
how
there-
much was that, you think? Like,
probably about, like, I would say 8 months or something, you know?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. There's people that done a lot of time, you know?
yeah.
And that's what keeps me going when I'm in there. Like, there's people here that are here for a lot worse and might not even come home. Like, I know I'm coming home, you know? So I'm not even worried.
So what was the like that experience for you in jail and shit?
My first time, I was tripping out like, fuck, I'm here, bro, fuck, like, I'm just trying to go home, you know what I mean? But I ended up getting bail pretty quick when I was in the South. So I wasn't even stressed, but the most
Did
things
you
I
ever
probably
feel
seen in
like
jail.
threatened in there, or like, is it scary, bro, or what?
Nah, I wouldn't say it's scary.
Yeah.
Because I kind of knew, like, what to expect and what you're looking for even before I even went. You know what I mean? Like, because I have friends who've been to jail, and you know what I mean? I get to run down the stories. I get to learn stuff before I even get there. You know what I mean? So
Trust me, I'm not cut out for that shit. I think I'd lose my fucking marbles, bro.
nah, for real though. Like, at the end of the day, you being in a cell, forget people you run into, and, like, you know what I mean? You being in a cell, being locked down 24/7 some days, and, like, you know what I mean? It's stressful.
Yeah.
No matter who you are, that shit is stressful. Like, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I seen some shit in jail though, for sure.
Can you tell me any stories?
Yeah, I had this one incident where fights are every day, so I'm not even gonna say, oh, I seen fights. Like, you know what I mean? Like, fights are every day. I had this one incident where my cellmate died.
No way.
Yeah, and he died in my arms. You know what I mean? It was actually crazy still, because that's not something you really expect while being in jail.
No, that's
You know what I
crazy.
mean? Like, somebody
how did
dying.
he pass? Like,
It was a heart attack.
oh, okay.
You know, it was a heart attack. But I kind of woke up, and then he was, like, having, like, a seizure in front of the cell, you know?
Yeah.
And I kind of, like, tried to help him, and he ended up passing away, but I was banging off the cell. It's late nights too, like, I'm banging off the cell. People are like, yo, who is that? Like, what the fuck you doing? Like, I'm telling guys, yo, shut the fuck up. My celly, bro. My celly. They're like, yo, who's that, 9? Yo, what's going on, fam? We're good. Like, you know, I'm banging off saying, yo, my celly's not waking up, blah, blah, blah. Like, you know?
Yeah.
Shout out my nigga Band Up, he was up. And then, yeah, like, I made everybody start banging off the hatch, you know? The COs ended up coming. I was telling them, like, yo, my celly's been there for how long? I fucking woke up. The man's in front of my cell. Da-da-da-da-da. I'm just going crazy on them, like, you know? then they're like, yo, like, I don't know who's doing the walk or this and that. Because I don't even know how long he was there for in front of this cell having a seizure. You know what I mean? Like, I woke up and I was hearing it in my ear, but I was sleeping. So it was like, I'm hearing it, but I'm not hearing it. So when I kind of snapped into it, I realized, like, yo, what the fuck is that? You know what I mean? Then I woke up and I'm like, yo, you're good, fam. So I tried to pour water on him. You know, try to do everything I could, but it was just, shit happened. I had a man in my arm. I've never seen some shit like that before, I'll be honest. Like, you know what I mean? Especially as somebody who you're in a cell with day to day, living with. Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's not something that's normal. Like, I've seen like a soul leave his body. Like, you know what I mean? From a seizure to just nothing. You know what I mean? While I'm looking at him in his eyes. And I've never seen some shit that I'm like, yo, what the fuck? And then after that, they brought me to the hole. Yeah, they brought me to the hole for that. You know what I mean? It became a crime scene, obviously. Like, my cell was locked off, yellow tape, this and that. So I'm in the hole now. These police officers are coming to me, investigating me, like, what did you guys do? What did this? Like, what's that? Like, I'm telling them, bro, I woke up to my cellie dying. Like, what are you talking about? Like, you can't tell me shit. Like, you know what I mean? They obviously realized, like, I had nothing to do with the situation. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I was in the hole for, like, days. And then ended up bringing me back to my range. And when I came back to the pod, everybody was like, yo, bang, going crazy. Like, real one, you try to save the man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, everybody on different ranges, too. Like, yo, real one, you shot out your back. Like, you know? You're back from the hole from that stupid shit. Like, you know what I mean?
Bro, how was the hole after you just went through that?
Being by myself after seeing that was stressful, for sure. It was very stressful, you know what I mean? I'm by myself. At least if I was on, like, a range and I had people with me, like, you know what I mean? I could talk and say, like, certain things, but
real shit.
As far as me being by myself, like, come on, bro. Like, for days on top of days after that, come on.
They put you there, why? Just because, like, your cell was locked off and they had nowhere, or, like...
And I was being being investigated.
That's crazy, though.
For something that had nothing to do with me, obviously, you know?
Yeah, so how did that whole experience affect you?
Shit, man. It's a very traumatic experience, you know what I mean? That's all I can really say. It's something you don't see on a regular, like, you know what I mean? Like, seeing your cellie die in your arms, like, you know what I mean? It's traumatic, no matter how way you look at it. But...
Yo, do you ever think about, like, getting therapy or some shit like that?
Honestly, nah. Nah, I don't. I never
For
really
all
thought
the
about
shit
that.
you've witnessed and been through, like, you don't ever think... Like, how do you stay sane? Like, how do you make sure you don't lose it, you know?
One thing about me is I always stay true to myself. You know what I mean? If I stay true to myself, I feel like I could keep going no matter what. You know what I mean? Because I've been through a lot of things, but also got through a lot of things. Mentally, you know what I mean? You cannot be in this if you're not mentally prepared for anything. This is the most mental game ever. Like, you know what I mean? It's really the most mental game ever. Only the strong really survive. For real. Like, you know what I mean? Like, the strong really do survive. Because the streets, half is you doing what you gotta do, and half is you getting through what you gotta get through. You know what I mean? Because, yeah.
That street life, would you say you chose it or it chose you?
I would say both, in a way. Because there was a lot of influence, for sure. But then, no matter there being influence and how young I was, I still took upon myself to go through that path. Like, you know what I mean? Or on that path. Anybody says the street life really chose them out here, I don't really know how true that is. But, like, you know what I mean? Like,
you have to take some responsibility.
You have to take some type of responsibility. You know what I mean? Like,
I
have friends who grew up with me, went to Maple Leaf Elementary School with me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Same area.
Yeah.
Same friends, but they went down a different path. You know what I mean? What are you gonna call them? A bitch? A hoe? No, that's just their path. They knew what they wanted to do. You know what I mean? And I respect that. And they're still my friends to this day. You know what I mean?
It's probably harder to take that path than, you know what I mean? Like,
it really is. I feel like you saying no, you know those ones, saying no to certain people and
There's a lot of peer pressure when it comes to that shit.
Exactly. You know what I mean? Me right now, though, I know myself, and like certain people can't tell me certain things. You know what I mean? But yeah, like I would say for sure.
So, yo, question. Is someone born a demon or a savage, or are they products of their environment?
Nobody's born a demon or a savage. Everybody's a product of their environment. You know what I mean? Like, how are you born and be like, oh, like, I want to wake up and go slaughter that whole block? Like, nobody's born like that. Unless you got some real mental health issues.
Facts.
And those are psychopaths.
Facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
That's a real mental health issue thing. But nobody's born and wakes up and be like, yo, I'm trying to go kill everybody today. Like, it's not like that. You're a product of your environment. You know what I mean? You became who you became up based off what you went through. You know what I mean?
What's your definition of a gangster?
I would say somebody who take care of their responsibility of what they're in. You know what I mean? I would say it's somebody who knows what they're riding for, what's wrong, what's right, and have morals. You know what I mean? That's a real gangster to me. It's not somebody who just picks up a gun and just goes shoots the first person they see. To me, that's just bitch made. Cause then why can't you wait around for who you want? Why you gotta go to somebody you don't even know? Why? You know what I mean? And go kill a person you don't even know. It doesn't make sense to me, but
Would you say Toronto's a dangerous city?
I would say Toronto is a dangerous city for people who are in that life. You know what I mean? As far as it being like a whole dangerous city, nah. Not like Chicago, where, you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be like, oh yeah, like we're the next Chicago. Like we're not like that. But if you are in that life, smoke is definitely coming your way. You know what I mean? You can't, you know what I mean? So
What's something about you that like people don't know or wouldn't expect?
yeah, I'm a nerd.
You're a nerd.
I'm a nerd, man. I love anime and I play video games. Like, you know what I mean?
Okay,
like, shit.
yeah.
But what does that mean? You tell me.
Don't kill me. Yo, what's your favorite part of being a rapper and your least favorite part?
My favorite part would probably be the support. Because I never really had support from young before that. Like, you know what I mean? Or people was like, oh, like, I see you doing your thing. I see you shining. I see you this as the love. Like, you know, I never felt love like that. So, but.
Yeah.
And the least favorite, I don't know. Probably people just annoying me. I'm easily bothered. Like, bro, shut up. Like, you know what I mean? Like, sometimes once I get too much people like calling me at once, or I just turn off my phone. Like, you know what I mean? It just gets annoying at some point. You know what I mean?
Would you say you're a social person or antisocial?
Both.
Yeah.
Because I'm social with who I want to be.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I'm the
certain
same.
people, like, you know what I mean? Like, certain people, like, I'll be social.
Depends on the environment.
Exactly. You know what I mean? You said it best.
Yeah.
It depends
If you're
on the
comfortable
environment.
or not.
If I'm comfortable, then yeah, I'm social. But I'm with a bunch of people I don't really, you know what I mean? I'm not social. And I'm not the type of person to just be going to clubbing every week. And I'm not like that. I'm not too social like that. Like, you know?
What do you want for your future? Like, what do you want to be doing when you're like 50 years old type shit? Like,
shit, I just want to be relaxed. By the time I'm 50, like, I see myself married with kids and doing, like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to, for sure, I'm not trying to be a 50-year-old gangbanger. That is crazy. You know what I mean? That is crazy to me still. At some point, you got to chill out, right? But
what do you think that point is?
Like what age?
The ideal, yeah. Like,
the ideal age?
yeah, like, you know?
I'm not saying I'm a gangbanger right now, but the ideal age, I would say, realistically, but it's like, for what things though?
Well, what I'm kind of trying to get at is like,
it hustling and
when you're young, it's like, it's kind of okay to be like making these fucked up decisions and shit, but like,
at a certain
I don't know,
age,
when you hit
have
like
to be grown.
18, 19, 20 and shit, it's
Yeah.
like, bro, like, you're really going to jail, or like, you know,
Yeah.
life is real. Like, you know what I mean? You gotta.
Yeah, I hear what you're saying still. Yeah, for sure. But I would say probably around 30 for you to be completely, or 30 something for you to be like completely done and be like,
This
yo, I'm
guy's
not
giving the
sliding.
answer of like, yo,
You know,
if you give up too soon, you're not a real G.
no, but it's like, it's not even that. It's not even that. Okay, here's what it really is. It's like, if you want to be out the streets, okay, let's say for example, let's say I want to be out the streets right now, right? It doesn't just work like that. I can't just be like, yo, hey, Instagram, I'm out the streets right now. You know what I mean? Oh, since I'm out the streets, I'm going to church. I'll be at this address. Let's everybody come to me and let's go pray. You think that's happening? Niggas are coming and they're smoking your ass, whether you're out the streets or not. You know what I mean? People don't ever forget what you did. I'm not saying I did anything, but I'm just saying like people don't ever forget what you did or this and that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So even if you're out the streets, the
People
streets
hold
still follows
grudges.
you. The
Yeah.
street will always follow you. You know what I mean? So it's like at a certain time and point, it's like, okay, maybe you never did something for a while, and those people who hold grudges are not even in the streets no more themselves, and it's like, but then you gotta kind of disappear and go ghost, like, you know what I mean? But it's not like people are gonna be like, oh, this guy said he's not in the streets no more. We're just gonna give him a bly. You know what I mean? And for that reason, you always gotta stay dangerous or stay safe. However you're gonna say, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Yo, I forgot to ask you, like, what's your background?
I'm Jamaican, a little bit of West Indian, Grenadian, you know?
Okay.
I'm a little mixed breed of the other islands.
Yeah. Say a word. All right, so yo, did I miss anything? We're about to end this off.
Nah, I don't know, not really, so.
You got a message for the city?
Stay tuned, man, because when I'm really out here and all of this shit's over, I'm taking over. Take over season for real. Let's get it.
Would you work with any other artists in the city?
Yeah. Maybe not right now, but yeah.
Yeah.
Right now, I kind of got to focus on myself and my own craft and certain singles and like, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, for sure. I'll probably work with like Hoodlum and like the Baby Gigi and maybe D-Lo. Like, you know those ones? Like certain people for sure. So, yeah.
That'd be lit. All right, yo, let's end off with a message to the youth. What's your last message to the youth? Any kids watching?
If you are doubting yourself for certain things, don't even try. You gotta be 100% in it and then do it. You know what I mean? Don't doubt yourself and be like, yo, like, I don't know if I want. If you don't know, don't. If you are 100% sure, then do it. You know what I mean?
AKA, be confident.
Be confident, exactly. You know?
Hell
For
yeah.
sure.
All right, yo, much love, bro. Respect.
Love.
It's 9.
Yo, it's 9. Go look up for my new video, man. We turning up right now. Let's get it.